Alright guys, check this out. This is not a review, this is actually a little instructional video, and I'm kind of winging it as I go because LWRC said these are AR style triggers. So here we go. LWRC SMG, probably my favorite pistol caliber carbine in my collection aside from my KP9, simply because I can throw the Lord's caliber at a high rate of speed, and this thing is simply amazing and accurate. So we're gonna swap out, but the trigger for the price point is so we're gonna swap it out for one of my favorite AR style triggers, which is the CMC. So in the interest of time, I have taken some steps to prepare myself. First thing we're gonna do is get that ambi safety off. So I'm gonna use my little punch and my little wannabe gunsmith hammer, and we're gonna knock this pin out. No, you're not gonna be able to see everything I'm doing, but I wanna get this trigger out. So I'm gonna try to do this so I don't knock the pin all the way out, but I can still get the safety off while leaving the pin in. So that makes reassembly about 10 times easier and faster, which is always a good thing. So the next thing we're gonna do, trust me when I say, when we take the grip off, there's a socket in there, and yeah, so you can see I couldn't find mine very well because tools are a mystery when you have kids. So we're gonna take this grip off. I'm holding the grip down while I take out the screw. So if it's like an AR, it's gonna have an indent, pin, and spring in there to manipulate the safety. So let's check this out. Yes, it does. It's just like an AR. Okay, I didn't get it all the way out yet. I do not want the spring and pin to go flying, which is notorious. Anytime I vacuum the shop, I can just hear all the pins and springs from over the years from all the ARs I've built for myself and others. Okay, so we're gonna carefully take that out. I'm even gonna leave the screw in there. Here is the spring and the pin for the safety. Ooh. 2 springs. Can't lose that guy either. Alright, that's not like an AR. Alright, now I'm going to slightly tip it over and let that pin come out. And that is the pin. So we've got a pin and 2 springs. Don't let me forget that. Safety lever. Now, like an AR, it's got the takedown pins. So that just fell out. So that makes life easier. Okay, so we just take this guy down. And that is catching on what? Alright, we'll just take the whole lower off. Okay, the LWRC, unlike the AR, has, you know, the spring that goes in the back of the lower receiver on the AR when you push your, start to put your, your stock or brace on, that tube, that is in a different place. Alright, now the 2 pins right here for the trigger to break a assembly down are a little stiff because this is a brand new gun. So I'm just gonna tap those out with my just like that. Maybe I can do this. There we go. That's how the YouTube pros do it, bro. Tap those guys out, and the whole shebang should come out. And yes, that is exactly like an AR trigger. Alright. An organized workspace is your friend. Yep, look familiar? So now, we're going to take the CMC out of the package. Let's cock this guy. It's a one-piece drop-in, 3.5 pound pull trigger. These things have amazing resets. All right, so get them in there. Get your holes lined up. Then CMC throws these in. Your new pins, which have threaded screws and those on both sides, but I cheated and did mine before I started the video. Then you just line those guys up, push them through. Boom. There we go. Alright, now we will take the threaded heads for the other side and go ahead and get those started. CMC throws all this in, and Allen head wrenches, 2 of them, because you're going to have to hold one side tight while you're really tightening the other side. So basically you're counter twisting 2 Allen heads at once. And I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying to do that on a video. So we'll just kind of finger tighten it. Or tighten it down to the point where the other side starts twisting. So yeah, so far this is exactly like an AR. I like that LWRC was thinking ahead on this and not making something that would only be able to be used in one application. Alright, so the trigger's in. Alright, let's get that safety back in. Got the one side in. Here it is, and remember that pin? Alright. Make sure we have them. Yes, we do. Awesome, no visible scratching. Okay, now that safety pin that came out, we'll put that back into place, and we got make sure to work it down in there. One spring. For the takedown lever, hold on. Gotta put the takedown lever back. Put that groove under there, then. Okay, one spring. And fuck. Of course it rolled away. Wait. Indent pin. Almost forgot that guy. And then that spring. But I'm missing the safety spring. Damn it. I told you that. There it is. There it is. Boom. Alright. Now, I'm going to put this in the handle, because that just makes life easier. Like that. Then, without losing control of everything, we're going to kind of rock that guy into place. Make sure all the springs are going in the right places. Boom. Got it back in place. Then, this fell out, of course. So, now that I'm down to one hand, we gotta get creative. 8. So this goes in 2 holes there. Figuring out which one, but I had saw it. The closest one to the trigger. And then we just start tightening back into place. Boom. Alright. Then, let's get this upper back on. When I do this, I mean, y'all, everyone, as many different people as there are to do this, there's a different way of doing it. There's definitely more than one way to skin a cat. But I always start with the front of the lower, matching them up. And like I said, this gun's stiff as fuck because it's brand new. So, not lining up. Let's just go like this. Boom. There we go. No leftover parts. Should be good to go. Let's see if this is a true switchover. We have our new 3.5 pound CMC trigger in there. Barring no major fuck ups, this should work properly. Yes. Yes. And that feels exactly like any CMC trigger with the quick reset and the 1911 style single stage break. That feels like any CMC trigger I've ever put in an AR, and that is amazing. So, next video will be me going to the range and seeing how fast I can ring steel in with tight-ish shot groups with a better trigger.